Good morning, this is Kasturi Dey. Today I am going to discuss the question answer section of the transport of food and minerals in plants. Okay, so this is according to ICSE syllabus class 8. So let me start with, first is choose the most appropriate answer. Root hairs are formed in the outermost layer of the root called dermis, epidermis, cortex or xylem. The answer is epidermis. If phloem, in phloem, the direction in which translocation of food takes place is downwards, upwards, both upwards and downwards, and none of these. It is both upwards and downwards because the leaves are in one place and the food has to be transported from the leaves maybe towards the upwards to the stem or downwards towards the roots also. So this way it is both upwards and downwards. Then water is absorbed by the root hairs through osmosis, root hair cells through osmosis, active transport, transpiration, ascent of sap. This is osmosis. The movement of salt or mineral molecules from a region of their higher concentration to a region of their lower concentration is called osmosis. Active transport, diffusion, or blending. Say the movement of salt and mineral molecules from a region of their higher concentration to lower concentration. It is diffusion. Okay, it is diffusion. It is C. If it had been through a semi-permeable membrane, then it would have been osmosis. And if it had been from lower to higher, then it would have been active transport. So in diffusion only, the higher molecules, the salt or mineral molecules, they move from higher concentration to a lower concentration. Then the fluid containing mineral salts and water enclosed in a vacuole of a cell is called cytoplasm, nucleoplasm, cell sap or tonoplast. It is cell sap. The pressure developed in roots due to the continuous inflow of water which pushes the sap upwards is called root pressure, sap pressure, transpiration pull or stem pressure. It is root pressure. The loss of water vapor through the stomata of the leaves is called wilting, translocation, transpiration or transportation. It is the transpiration, that is C. Next is transpiration occurs through openings in the leaves called pores, guard cells, stomata or barks. It is the stomata. Now we come to the fill in the blanks. Water enters the root hairs by the process of osmosis. Osmosis occurs always through a semi-permeable membrane. Translocation of food in plants is carried out by phloem. Dash is the only living component of xylem. It is xylem parenchyma. Transpiration creates a transpiration pull that helps in the ascent of sap. Water in xylem moves only in upward direction. Dash is a plant tissue which conducts water and minerals from roots to the upper parts of the plant. It is the xylem. Dash is the fluid conducting tissue in plants. It is phloem. Dash are multicellular, thin-walled outgrowths of the roots, that is root hairs. Roots absorb minerals by diffusion and active transport. Then the upward movement of sap through the xylem is called ascent of sap. There is a direct relationship between absorption and transpiration. Dash is an example of macronutrient. Nitrogen is an example of macronutrient. Then next question we come to define the following terms. First is osmosis. What is osmosis? The movement of water through a semi-permeable membrane from an area of its higher concentration to an area of its lower concentration. Okay. Then we come to diffusion. It is the movement of the salt or mineral molecules from a region of their higher concentration to a region of their lower concentration. Then we come to active transport, the movement of mineral ions from a region of their lower concentration to a region of their higher concentration. It is the reverse process of diffusion. Okay. Then transpiration, the loss of water in the form of water vapor through the stomata of leaves and other aerial parts of the plant. Okay, it's the loss of water in the form of water vapor through the stomata of the leaves which are present on the, the stomata which are present on the leaves, and also from the other aerial parts of the plant. Now we come to transpiration pull. It is the process by which water is sucked up through the xylem as a result of water loss by transpiration. When there is transpiration, water is getting out of the plant body, and in the plant there is a thirst created, and for which there is a pull which is created in the roots, in the stem, and which pulls sucks the water from the roots through the xylem. Okay. Then ascent of sap, the upward flow of water and minerals from the roots to the aerial parts of the plant. This is due to the transpiration pull only. There is the flow of water, transpiration pull, root pressure. They all help the upward flow of water and mineral salts from the roots to the aerial parts of the plant. Okay. Now next we come to the true and false. Xylem conducts water in plants. That's true. Root hairs are single-celled structure. That is true. Vessels and tracheids are composed of living cells. That's false. They are composed of dead cells. Okay. Next is sieve tubes and companion cells are components of xylem tissue. False. They are components of phloem tissue. Nitrogen is required for protein synthesis in plants. That is true. So let me stop here with, and next part of the question answer series I'll continue in the next video. Please go through this, fill in short answers, that is fill in the blanks, choose the correct answers, true and false, define the following. If you have any doubt or any other question regarding this chapter, you can always put it in the comment box, or you can write it in the email. Okay. And if you have liked the video, press the like button so that I can produce you some more enthusiastic videos. And if you are a new viewer to my channel or not subscribed yet, please do subscribe to get the notification of my next video. Thank you.